Hello everyone, this is Matt with the next episode of our series. Today we're going to be speaking about FVGs aligning with the breaker block. Before we do, I wanted to say thank you to everyone as the YouTube channel is now over 1,000 subscribers. I also wanted to say how grateful I am for everybody that has been following me on Twitter, as the Twitter followers are now over 5,000 followers. I will gladly keep documenting this model daily and providing as much value as I can each week. Today, we will be looking at the differences between a breaker and a unicorn. We will also be looking at the difference between a breaker and a failure swing, or otherwise known as the 2022 mentorship model. On the screen, we have a crude depiction of a breaker and a failure swing. Let's first take a look at the breaker. On the left side of the screen, you can see a crude depiction of a breaker. Let's walk through what makes this a breaker. First, you can see that price makes a move higher. There is an initial swing high that is created. After that swing high is created, we see a move lower, creating a short-term low. After that short-term low is created, we get another move higher. This second move higher takes out the initial swing high, causing a stop hunt. The new swing high is created. Then we see a displacement lower. We want the displacement lower to displace energetically and decisively through the breaker block. The breaker block will be found in the leg before the stop hunt. We would look for the breaker block within this leg here. We are looking for the lowest down closed candle before the leg up that took liquidity. When I'm referring to down closed candles, I'm referring to closing price. We are looking for the lowest closing price before the leg up that took liquidity. If there are consecutive down closed candles to the lowest down closed candle before the leg up that took liquidity, we're using the consecutive candles. Now, the difference between a breaker and a unicorn is the presence of an FVG. When price displaces through the breaker block, if there is no FVG aligned with the breaker block, then it cannot be a unicorn. Furthermore, the unicorn is contingent on time. It cannot be a unicorn if this occurs after hunting hours. The presence of opening times is what defines a unicorn. We need to have this occur at the opening times, and there has to be an FVG aligned with the breaker. The FVG aligning with the breaker would look like this. It would be found in the displacement leg, and it would align with the breaker block. Now we can consider this a unicorn. Next, let's take a look at the difference between a breaker and a failure swing. A failure swing cannot be a unicorn. Let's define the difference between a breaker and a failure swing. On the right side of the screen, you can see a crude depiction of a failure swing, or known as the 2022 mentorship model. First, price makes a move higher. Price creates an initial swing high. Then price makes a move lower. A short-term swing low is created before we see another move higher. The second move higher fails to create a stop hunt. This is a failure swing. After the failure swing occurs, another swing high is created. After the swing high is created, we see another move lower that creates a market structure shift and displacement. Since there is no stop hunt, this cannot be a unicorn. When we are hunting for unicorns, we need to confirm our criteria. We need to align ourselves with time, and we need to place ourselves at the opening times. When we are at the opening times, we need to see price create a stop hunt. After the stop hunt is created, we then need to see displacement through the breaker block. The displacement leg needs to leave an FVG aligned with the breaker. This is what defines a unicorn. We need to confirm all of our criteria before engaging with the markets. If you need further references regarding breakers, please refer to ICT's Month 4 Core Content Breaker Blocks. That wraps up our video. Before we leave, I want to say thank you to everyone that has shown support here on YouTube and on Twitter. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and know there will be more information regarding this model to come. If you have found today's episode to be helpful, please give the video a like and comment. To be notified of our next defined concept, please subscribe to the channel. I also document this daily on Twitter and in Discord. If you would like to follow along there, I will link my Twitter and Discord in the description of this video. Thank you for joining, and please stay tuned for the next episode of our series.